My name is Catherine. I am married. I have no children. Most nights, I sleep alone. My husband is always away on business trips. Airports and hotels are where he lives. At first, I used to ask him where he was going and when he would return. Over time, I stopped asking. I learned how to move through my days without expecting answers. My sister, Susan, is the opposite of me. She is emotional, loud, and painfully honest. Recently, her life collapsed. Her husband, Ben, cheated on her. When she confronted him, the marriage turned ugly very fast. 2 days ago, Susan called me crying. He won't let me leave peacefully, she said. He keeps watching me, every move I make. Her voice shook. I had always suspected Ben. Before Susan married him, he had asked me out once, casually, as if it meant nothing. I told Susan then that something about him felt wrong. She never listened. That afternoon, I called her again. Susan, I said, I'll drive down tonight. We'll sit together, watch a movie, and forget everything for a few hours. There was a pause on the line. There's a storm coming, she said. They said it will be bad. Please don't drive. Her voice sounded tight, controlled. I'm coming anyway, I said. No, she replied quickly. Kathy, please, you don't need to. Then she hung up. The moment the call ended, I knew nothing could stop me. Rain started following heavily as soon as I left the city. I called Susan again. No answer. I tried once more. Still nothing. Halfway there, a police officer stopped my car. There's a storm warning, he said. You should turn back. I'm going to my sister's house, I replied. Something is wrong. He looked at me for a long moment, then stepped aside. I drove on. When I finally reached Susan's house, it was dark. No lights, no sound. I unlocked the door and stepped inside. The house smelled wrong. Susan, I called out. No answer. A man's jacket lay on the sofa. The room was messy, nothing like Susan usually kept it. Her purse was on the table. Her phone was next to it. The screen was dark. My hands started shaking. I went outside and knocked on the neighbors' doors. One woman said she heard shouting the night before. Another said Ben's car had been there late. I went back inside and picked up my phone to call the police. That was when the doorbell rang. Ben stood there, soaked from the rain, breathing hard. Oh, he said, smiling slightly. Catherine, I didn't expect you. What are you doing here? I asked. Where is Susan? My flight got cancelled. He said, the weather is bad. I drove here. Something in his eyes felt wrong. She's not here, I said. She's staying with friends, he replied. She needed space. I didn't believe him, but I said nothing. That night, Ben told me not to worry and suggested I get some sleep. He offered me a drink when he came into the living room after washing up. I declined. I did not trust him. His eyes followed me too closely. I called the police later, but they told me I had to wait before filing a missing person report. I felt helpless. I lay awake in my room, unable to breathe properly. The walls felt too close. I went downstairs to the living room to get some air. That was when I heard voices in the kitchen. Ben was talking to someone. My heart started racing. I moved quietly and hid behind the fridge. "It's risky," a woman's voice said. I recognized it. The cook. Susan never liked her. "She won't wake up," Ben replied. "The dose is enough." "She's already weak," the cook said. "Good," Ben answered. "No divorce, no problems." My breath got in my throat. "The attic is secure?" the cook asked. "Yes," Ben said. "No one will hear her." My phone slipped from my hand and hit the floor. Ben turned. "There," he said quietly. I ran, but it was too late. The doors were locked. The cook grabbed my arm. Ben pushed me hard, and I fell. They dragged me upstairs. The attic door opened. Susan was lying on the floor, bruised, unconscious. I screamed. They shoved me inside and locked the door. Hours passed. I prayed. I cried. I thought I would die here. Then I heard sirens. The door broke open. My husband stood there with the police. He held me as I cried. "How did you know?" I asked. He looked at me and said, "I always watch over you." And for the first time, I believed him.